Hey everybody, today on the podcast I have the most fun, super special trick for making somebody else's day and making your own day. So tune in and I can't wait to hear what you think. Welcome to the podcast with Kilee Nickels. The goal of this podcast is to inspire you through both my story and the stories of other powerhouse women to take that first step towards living the best version of your life. So grab a notebook, grab a pen, and get ready to get started with Kilee Nickels. Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. I'm Kilee and you are with Kilee Nickels. And today it's just me, but I'm excited to talk to you. I've got some fun ideas and just a topic that's near and dear to my heart, especially this season. One of our campaigns at Nickel and Suede is to be brave every day. So we talk about being everyday brave and choosing to be brave and step out of our comfort zones a little bit every day. I think that's so important, and I think bravery and courage and exercising that muscle grows us as people and grows us as, how we can contribute to the world. But another thing that I think is really important and is important to me and my family and my kids is trying to choose to be generous and kind every day. And so today on the podcast, I want to talk about how we can be more generous every day and why that's a good thing. We have a really fun, huge, our biggest promotion of the year happening actually today, the day the podcast comes out. And it's called Buy One, Give One. And so that's kind of been our focus for the last month, is just ramping up for this promotion. But it's a really unique promotion. I haven't ever seen any other company do anything like it. And the concept is that you buy one pair of earrings and you get a second pair for free to give to somebody else. And so it's one to wear and one to share. In the past, you've gotten identical pairs. You'll get one pair of, whatever you chose, and you'll get a second identical pair to give out to somebody. But this year it's even better. It's very buy one, get one free, where you get to choose whatever 2 earrings you want. Could be even more than that. You can just choose an earring and you'll get one for free. And the idea, though, is that you take that free pair and you go give it to somebody and you make their day. You do some random act of kindness. And I think random acts of kindness are so crucial. They're such a fun part of interacting with strangers and an easy way to do it. But when we started Buy One, Give One, it was actually started, and the first one happened on National Do Something Nice Day, which is October 5th. We've since moved the promotion up a little bit so that you can actually do your nice thing with the pair we've given you on October 5th. But we really want to encourage our customers to be able to give and give on us. So for our customers, for me, our earrings really mean something often. And, they can mean something like, hey, I stepped into my comfort zone here, or I needed to get dressed and feel really confident today, so I put on this special pair. And so wanting to be able to help our customers gift that special thing to somebody else. And so it's like, okay, a lot of our customers will keep it in their purse, and the first person who compliments their earrings they will gift that free pair to. Or the teacher at school, or the secretary in the school office, or the secretary at the doctor's office, or the waitress. There's really, anybody that you would interact with and you say, you know what, I think that's the right person. I'm going to leave a little note and leave these earrings, or I'm going to gift them to my friend who just had a really hard week. You know what, I have something I want to give you. And I did a podcast last year. You can go back and listen to it about Soren and I. We had an experience going on a trip, and I took my earrings that I wanted to give to somebody with me and just carried them in my bag. And we ended up hiking, and it was a really hard hike. I'm not a huge hiker. And when we got to the top of the Manitou Incline, we noticed a woman and her husband, and she was just so positive and still so full of energy and just offering to take pictures for people and just like a ray of light. And I thought, wow, that's really impressive. I feel like I just died. It was so hard. And so on the way down, I stopped her and I just said, hey, I don't know. I think I said, hey, I love your hair. She had a really cute hairstyle. And I have this, couldn't help but noticing you, being so positive and cheerful and on this hike. I have a pair of earrings I would love to gift you. I own this company, and we do this special promotion where we try to give away a pair of earrings to a random stranger to make their day. And so I'd love to give you a pair. And it just made her day more than I could have ever expected. It ended up being her birthday. She had set a really hard goal and had achieved it. And just like the story just kept going and my jaw just kept like hitting the floor. Like, are you kidding me? Like this is, and it reminded me that when we're walking around, we really don't know the battles that other people are fighting. And especially right now when there's so many different health issues and family members who maybe are sick or are struggling or have job issues, like none of us know what anybody's fighting. And so the possibility that we can really make somebody's day by just surprising them with a gift and I think you're awesome, or these would look beautiful on you, really is, it's never been better. So, of course, that's one way to do random act of kindness is to participate in this event, which is, it's only Friday. It's like a 1-day thing. So it's today. And we just love it. It's so fun. But as I was thinking about this, I was thinking there's a lot of other ways that we can do this all throughout the year. I know people will pay for the person in line behind them at Starbucks, and then it kind of starts a chain reaction. Or you can pay for somebody's table, like when you're at the restaurant and somebody picks up your bill. It's just, there's lots of ways like that. But, just looking up a few quotes, reading about unexpected kindness and random acts of kindness and how it really can change the trajectory of somebody's day and who they are. If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we might just set the world in the right direction, was a quote that I liked from Martin Cornfield. And another one was, unexpected kindness is the most powerful, least costly, and most underrated agent of human change. And I think about anytime somebody has really unexpectedly done something nice for me, and it just catches you off guard and boosts your spirits so much. And this really can be so easy, but it also can be hard. It can be it can require stepping out of your comfort zone to do something nice for somebody, which seems kind of terrible, but it does take a little bit of courage to approach a stranger and say, hey, I want to give you this, or to pay for somebody else. It could be inconveniencing. It could cost you money, but those things are instantly rewarded by seeing happiness or the boost that you give somebody. And also those random acts of kindness can really inspire somebody else to be or do something kind for somebody else, like this chain reaction that we tend to do as humans. So I wanted to also share some other ideas besides buy one, get one that you could do to incorporate more generosity and more kindness and just random acts, maybe with your kids or with yourself. The first one is that I've thought about and that I try to do is to send thank you notes or to leave a little note and a gift for somebody. So on Fridays, I try to take some time on Fridays to write thank you notes. Maybe it's to members of my team, maybe it's to customers, maybe it's to somebody who sent me something, but just taking an intentional time to write a thank you, I appreciate it, or I appreciate you, and maybe I'll leave it on somebody's doorstep or on their desk or in their mailbox or something like that. Leaving a little note for your kiddo in their lunchbox, or leaving a note for your spouse. Actually, Soren left me a Starbucks on my desk this morning with a little sticky note underneath it. And that was super unexpected and also well, that was nice. It was really nice of him to be thinking about me. So just leaving something little and random and making a note with it, and then just really turning it into a habit. So makes it a lot easier if I just say every Friday I'm going to take some time to do this. Okay, my second one is to carry something extra for homeless people. So I don't know about you, but I always have this inner conflict whenever I see somebody on the side of the road or under a bridge or I don't know, just different parts of Kansas City and different parts of town where you just know there's going to be people who are homeless. And sometimes you walk by them or drive by them, and it just always, it's conflicting. But I do always like having the option of doing something for them, no matter whatever. Who am I to judge? I don't know their circumstance, but it feels good if I just carry an extra $5 bill with me all the time. And I'm just this is my $5 bill that I give out. Or it could be a 20, right? It could be anything, but having something extra in my wallet that I just keep on reserve for, this is what I can give somebody if I pass by and I feel like that's the right thing to do. Or keeping water bottles in your car. I know people put together homeless kits and keep bags of things that the homeless can use to have in their car. But it just feels good to have something with you, so you have the option of being generous and doing something for someone. So yeah, I think half the battle is being prepared and having something to share. Another one that you could do, and we try to do, is to pick a charity that you can give to monthly. It's not exactly a random act, but it is something that's a consistent giving, and you can get your family involved. So when I was little, my parents always adopted a kiddo through World Vision that lived in another country, and we would get updates from him or from her every month or so, or a few months. And so you can do the same with your family, and then that does give the kids a chance to do an act of kindness, like write a letter or take a picture or draw a picture and send it on. And then I think you can talk about whatever charity it is that you are passionate about and help spread the word for them. Be an advocate for that cause. So you don't have to say like, well, we do this and here's how much we spend. It's just like, hey, here's a great organization and you can give back and help too. I know with Afghanistan conflict recently and all of the ways people are just looking to find ways to help, I think it's inspirational to see that someone knows how to help. Okay, so I'm just going to go do what they said to do. So showing people how they can help is really great. Another thing that I like to do, and I think I learned it from my mom, is to stock up on all of my favorite things and cards too. So like I said, it's still that like being prepared. So I have a bin at home that has like all different kinds of cards, like you're sick, or just thinking of you, or thank you, or birthday cards. Those are the worst, right? You never have those on hand. But just having like a reserve of, I know I'm going to need a card for this situation, so I'm just going to have a few on hand. And then gifts are the same way. Whenever my favorite blankets go on sale, I buy extras. Whenever my favorite candles go on sale. And then it feels like if I see somebody with a need, I have something that might fill that need. And it's not like I'm just set up to give, which is a really good feeling. Feels good to be prepared. Having random gift cards is also really nice to have around, like a Starbucks gift card in your wallet or in your car, things like that, so that you can just give to the person maybe who's having a hard time. I know my mom, the other day, she was at the doctor's office and things were taking a really long time, and the nurse didn't get the instructions that she needed from the other doctor's office, and so there just was feeling like an ordeal. And so my mom said, I have a Starbucks gift card in my purse. I'm so glad I have this. And she just gave it to the nurses that thank you for helping me figure this out and working through it. And I know it brightened both of their days to just have that little exchange. So, okay. And then my last idea is to participate in Buy One, Give One. It kind of really brings all these things together. You have the thing in your purse ready to go or at home. You can stock up on a few things. It gives you the ability to surprise somebody and show them that you appreciate them. And it's only today. So super fun way to share something that you love with somebody else, which I just love. So yeah. And I think as I close this out, and as we just think about how we can be everyday generous, everyday kind, everyday bold with being an inspiration. It just really reminds me of one of my favorite quotes, which is from Maya Angelou, which just says, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people never forget how you made them feel. And lots of times that surprise or that appreciation, they won't remember what it was you gave them, but they will remember that you noticed them, that you took the time, that you were generous with them. And that feeling is something that I think we need a lot more of in the world. So hoping that through this, promotion here at Nickels Wade, what we're doing here, and just some of these other ideas that I've tried to incorporate in my life or seen others do, that we can just spread a little bit more kindness, spread a little more generosity, and that those small things really do add up to really big changes for the people in our lives and in our communities. So I'd love to hear how you give, especially if you participate in Buy One, Give One. We love your stories, so be sure to tag us when you post about it, share it in an email. It really brings the spirit of all of it alive to us here internally, and then it's just fun to share those stories as well. So tag us, use hashtag Buy One, Give One, and we can't wait to hear how it goes. So thanks a bunch, and I'll see you next week.